The truth about Meghan, Harry and the UK press. All right, folks, lean in and listen close, because the UK press is back on its nonsense, and this time they've come armed with polls. Not integrity, not facts, just clickbait dressed up as public interest, served with a side of crocodile tears. The same media outlets that have spent years torching Meghan Sussexes' name, dragging her every move, mocking her mental health, deriding her motherhood, and ridiculing her compassion, are now tossing out opinion polls like confetti at a royal pity party. Should Harry and Meghan return to the UK? They ask, as if it's a casual invitation to tea. Excuse me? Return to what, exactly? A circus of cruelty, a tabloid gauntlet, a royal institution that stood by and watched as their lives were torn apart. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't journalism. This is performance art in denial, a desperate act from a crumbling empire of ink and lies trying to claw back relevance. Let's rewind and set the stage. Picture this, a young couple, in love, trying to carve out a life under the glare of the world's most relentless spotlight. Prince Harry, a man who grew up in the shadow of royal duty, and Meghan Sussex, a woman who brought intelligence, warmth, and a fierce commitment to change. They weren't perfect, no one is, but they were real. They spoke about mental health when the monarchy preferred silence. They championed causes like racial justice and gender equality when the palace wanted photo ops and platitudes. And what did they get for it? A media machine that hounded them, a royal institution that betrayed them, and a public narrative so vicious it drove them across an ocean to protect their family. Harry and Meghan Sussex didn't just leave the UK, they were driven out, bullied by a press that thrives on chaos and an institution that thrives on control. And now, with the monarchy flatlining and the tabloids gasping for air, they have the audacity to ask, should they come back? Absolutely not. Let's be crystal clear. Prince Harry has laid it bare, time and again. He's not returning to the royal snake pit that chewed his family up and spat them out. He's been raw, honest, and unapologetic about his trauma, his healing, and the peace he's found. Meghan Sussex? She's thriving, building a life of purpose, joy, and independence. She's a mother, a wife, a philanthropist, a multilingual advocate who's redefining what it means to wield influence with grace. While the tabloids flail, recycling the same tired lies, Meghan is out there creating, inspiring, and shining brighter than ever. You can't spend 6 years demonizing a woman, twisting her every word, scrutinizing her every gesture, and then turn around and ask, do you think she should come back? Like it's a reality TV poll. Meghan Sussex is not a contestant in your twisted game. She's a force, a global voice, and she owes this crumbling tabloid empire nothing. And let's talk about these polls for a second. 2,000 people in a nation of over 68 million. That's not a sample, it's a setup. It's like polling a Harry Styles fan page about whether we need more Harry Styles albums and calling it a national consensus. It's not science, it's spin, a cheap trick to keep the Sussexes in the headlines while the rest of the royal show falls apart. Speaking of which, what are William and Kate up to these days? Oh, right, nothing much. 6 vacations deep, sipping cocktails at another luxury resort funded by public money, while the press stays suspiciously quiet. No headlines about their absence, no polls questioning their commitment to duty. But the moment Meghan Sussex posts a photo, or Harry speaks at a charity event, the tabloids churn out 10 stories a day, each more unhinged than the last. It's the same tired palace playbook, distract the public from royal laziness with Sussex drama. And the public is starting to see through it. The hypocrisy is staggering. Take the so-called eco-prince, preaching about climate change while lounging on a $500 million mega yacht that burns more carbon in a week than a small town does in a year. That's not a plan to save the planet. It's a punchline we didn't ask for. Yet the media, silent. The outrage, non-existent. They're too busy dissecting Meghan Sussex's Spotify playlists or analyzing her Instagram aesthetic to hold their own monarchy accountable. And speaking of Instagram, let's talk about Meghan's latest post. It's gone viral, racking up millions of views, spreading joy like wildfire across the globe. Her authenticity, her warmth, her unapologetic self, It's resonating with people in a way the press just can't comprehend. While they waste ink trying to tear her down, the public is lifting her up. Meghan Sussex is glowing, her star is rising, and honestly, there isn't a single bitter headline that can dim that shine. Even voices outside the royal bubble are calling it out. Denise Welch, a woman known for her honesty and compassion, put it perfectly. What has Meghan done? Absolutely nothing to deserve this abuse. And she's right. Meghan's only crime is loving a man and standing in her truth. That's it. But to the press, that's a threat. A woman with a voice, a woman who refuses to shrink, who dares to thrive despite their venom. That's their worst nightmare. The obsession is disturbing. The media can't stop, can't even breathe without her name in their headlines. They're addicted to the clicks, the controversy, the chaos they create. But, something's shifting. The public is waking up. The curtain is falling on this tired charade, revealing a broken record of royal excuses and reheated hate campaigns. Let's pause and reflect on what this really is, a power struggle. The press, the palace, the old guard, they're losing their grip. The monarchy's relevance is fading, its scandals piling up, its leaders absent or, honestly, just ineffective. And who do they turn to when the spotlight dims? Harry and Meghan Sussex, the very people they pushed away. The Sussexes bring the only real magic the monarchy had left, a blend of authenticity, compassion, and modern vision that could have breathed new life into an outdated institution. But instead of embracing them, the system rejected them, and now it's paying the price. The press can't let go because Harry and Meghan Sussex are the story, the only story, that keeps their failing enterprise afloat. If they're so irrelevant, why the endless articles? If no one cares, why the daily headlines? The answer is simple. They can't quit Meghan Sussex and Harry, because without them, the narrative collapses. This isn't just about one couple, though. It's about truth, accountability, and the courage to stand against a machine that thrives on lies. The Sussexes have shown us what it means to walk away from toxicity and build something better. They've created a life that reflects their values, family, service, integrity, while the press and the palace cling to a fading illusion of control. Every article, every poll, every smear is a desperate attempt to rewrite history, to paint Harry and Meghan Sussex as the villains in a story where they're the heroes. But we see it, we remember, and we're not letting them rewrite the truth. So, to the UK press, if Harry and Meghan Sussex are so irrelevant, stop writing about them. If no one cares, stop printing 10 stories a day. But you can't, can you? Because deep down, you know they're the spark that keeps your dying fire alive. And to the Sussex community, our global family of truth seekers and justice warriors, stay vigilant, stay loud, keep speaking truth to power. They're not just trying to smear Meghan Sussex and Harry, they're trying to erase their impact, their legacy, their light. But we won't let them. We'll keep calling out the lies, amplifying the truth, and standing with a family that's shown us what resilience looks like in the face of relentless hate. As we close this chapter, let's hold on to the bigger picture. This isn't just about Harry and Meghan Sussex, it's about what they represent. It's about a world where authenticity triumphs over artifice, where courage outshines cowardice, and where love, in all its messy, beautiful forms, prevails. Harry and Meghan Sussex have built a life that radiates hope, a beacon for anyone who's ever been told they don't belong. Their story isn't over, it's just beginning. And as they rise, as their light grows brighter, the shadows of the past grow fainter. So here's to Harry, Meghan Sussex, Archie, and Lilibet, a family that's rewriting the rules, redefining royalty, and reminding us all that the truth will always be louder than the lies. God bless them. God bless us all. And may we never stop fighting for a world where love and truth win.